And like,
Mm-hmm.
let me tell you this, right? So, and I say like, and I've had quite a lot of YouTubers, like, because I've said this in the red pill space, people have heard it and stuff. I said the biggest Ponzi, the everything's a Ponzi, right? I think we kind of learned, we kind of learned
Sure.
this from Richard a little bit, but we've expanded
Yeah.
it out to be like, everything's a Ponzi, right? Well, the biggest Ponzi is the population Ponzi, right? Is
Mm-hmm.
that our economies are basically based off of GDP and everything like that. So we need to, the more humans we have in our country, the more, if we have more babies than we have debt, than we have dead people, then we have old people. Our economy is booming. We're strong. Like, if you look at Social Security or anything like that, all the stock market, it's all a Ponzi based off of, there's going to be all these dumb 18-year-olds to 40-year-olds that are going to buy up all the stocks so I can retire off their work, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, there is like, right now, like, America is like at maintenance to below maintenance, and we are
Mm-hmm.
we are at the tip of the pyramid when it comes to developed nations in terms of demography right now.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, we're like 300 million plus people in the United States, right? Where the average, I think the birth rate right now is maybe like 1.8. So the average couple is having 1.8 kids, which is below maintenance, and we're going
Yep.
down. But we're at the
Yep.
peak of the pyramid. China is in full collapse. Like, China's population is going to collapse by 50% in the next 20, 30 years.
Yes,
Um,
like Sweden and Denmark for probably 10 years have been paying people to have kids. They've
right.
been like, they've even started like a website to match up single people so that, like, not for marriage purposes, but just for population purposes.
Yeah. And it's the best thing you could do. Like, I could fix the economy right now. If the average couple had 3 kids, one to replace you, one to replace your husband, and one for the economy, we would be metro booming right now. The economy
Mm-hmm.
would be, we would be at somewhere between a 5 to 8% GDP growth. The reason that there was like the baby boomers, right? Why the economy expanded so much after World War II is everyone came back, had a bunch of fucking kids, and the economy exploded. We were the fucking powerhouse of the world
Mm-hmm.
afterwards. We still are and stuff, but militarily, of course. But um, it's because we had all these kids, right? Like, I mean, if my generation, the millennial generation, is just slight. I think we're 5% bigger than the boomer generation, just barely. And like, one thing that's not being talked about right now is that basically 40% of millennial women are not going to have kids. They're going to be single cat ladies.
Yep.
That's real. Mostly on the
Yeah.
older side of the millennial women. Mostly on the, not some of the younger girls, because like, I'm 32 right now. I think the youngest millennial woman right now would be 26 or 27 right now,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the old so 40 fucking percent of the millennial women are not going to have kids. So what's going to happen with guys like me and other people? Like, I feel really bad for the next generations, but basically the higher percentile of the millennial men are going to fucking basically take all the fucking women from the Zoomers. And
But
then
I mean, is that changing with Zoomers? Are they more likely to have
they're,
kids than millennials?
it's looking like they're probably, yeah, they're much more conservative. Yes.
Okay.
Zoomers are more conservative because same thing. Like, I have a brother, I have my Kylo Tren. He's like 21. He just started helping me with my show and stuff. I sent his
Mm-hmm.
ass back to California for the weekend. But he's 21 and stuff like that. And they're much more conservative and stuff. But it, like, uh, basically the younger generation saw, like him, right? He's a Zoomer. He saw,
Mm-hmm.
like, I didn't fuck up my life in with the bad divorce and all this other crap, but there's kids just like Kyle and stuff that saw their older brothers get divorce raped and saw all this stuff happen to them, and they're like, I ain't gonna let that shit happen to me. And so this is why, like, we're starting to see less and less marriages. We're starting to see all this stuff, but you still need to have kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the thing. Like, what's going to keep America strong is basically everyone remembering that we need to have children, right? Because imagine this shit. Like, you and me, everybody in the chat right now, all 200 people watching right now, right? You guys are the descendants of thousands and thousands of people who successfully mated, right? So your grandma was
Mm-hmm.
successful in getting impregnated and having a child to have the next generation. Your grandfather was a Chad out here, 10,000 Chads that ended up having children, and you decided to be the retard that says, I'm ending it right here. I've decided, haram, no more.
Yeah, no, I've said that before to people who were like really against having kids. It was like, that's really horrible for your parents. Like, you're just saying, like, Yeah, life sucks. I don't want to continue. like,
Right.
like, wow, that's like what a slap in the face to your parents.
Yeah, Hugh Hefner in the chat. I got 13 baby mamas doing wonders for the economy. Yeah, yeah, of course, right. But shout out to Nick Cannon. But it is. I mean, it is the shout out to anyone who has it. I did my part. Yes, 43 OG baby, man. He's got 3 kids. That's beautiful, man.